Have you ever considered not installing an app on your phone just because an app exists? Do you think an app is more convenient for you or more convenient for your provider? Do you know that most of the functionality, many apps' functionality, can be replaced by using a web browser? That's what I'm discussing today in Mindset Monday, and how our mindset can change, can shift to protect our privacy a little bit. Welcome to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and I'll break them down into bite-sized tips you can use straight away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine, it's your dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Don't know what episode number I'm up to. I got lost. It's okay. It's Mindset Monday though, and I want to talk about the mindset shift about whether you actually want to use an on your phone for someone or whether you should use a privacy focused browser and their website first and only install the app if you genuinely can't do what you need to do. Now, on Friday, I spoke about why when you delete an app on your phone, it may not necessarily delete all the data associated with you. Today, that's connecting that. And on Friday, I'm going to go in a little bit more into why people want you to install an app. But today, I want to talk about the fact that you can, in a lot of cases, use a browser to use most services. I have to be careful there because some services just do not have mobile optimized websites, and it's a real pain. But most apps, and this is what people kind of may not realize, most apps are just the website framed to run through the app store. They really are just serving the website to you in a different container. And that's why we can install a privacy focused browser on our phones and control how much information we have, how much information we're actually providing out to these providers and even to our phone providers. Okay, the website, it doesn't sit on your phone collecting data between visits. When I go into this on Friday, I'm going to dig into this one a little further. A website doesn't have access to your contacts or your camera, or it might ask you if it can have access to your camera, and it only has access to your camera while you are in that browser session. It doesn't push notifications to you at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday to remind you it exists. And I don't know, the eBay app drives me crazy. I log in, I'm going to delete it and just use that website. I used the app the other day to do something, and now it's just pinging at me constantly saying, you bought this thing, here's something else like it. I'm like, I just needed the one thing. So I don't like the push notifications are driving me crazy. Yes, I can turn them off. I shouldn't have to turn them off. I didn't ask for them to be turned on. Okay. Now, the difference is an app lives on your phone. It has permissions. It runs in the background. It collects data. And when you're done with it, deleting it doesn't clean up the mess. Now, I covered that on Friday because a lot of that data actually stays on your server. So the shift here is really simple. Start with a browser. If your bank's saying we have an app, go and log into net banking. Go and log into the internet banking portal and see if that looks exactly the same as the app looks. If it does, use that. A privacy-focused browser like Brave, which I recommend, I love it, I use it. Firefox, which I use and I do like it, or the extension DuckDuckGo, gives you built-in protection against trackers and data collection. If the website does what you need, you don't need anything more. You don't need an app. You don't need to give it permissions to look at your pictures, look at your storage, look at your data, access your camera, access your microphone. It's done. There's no apps, no permissions, and there's my notes here say no account to forget about, but there's always an account. So always remember that you've got the account exists. You need to get rid of it. But there's no data. There's no data that sits on your phone that can then be sent back to someone saying, this is the phone she's using. These are the photos she's collecting. I know I'm being conspiracy theorist, but some of these apps have more access to your phone than they absolutely need. Now, where would I install an app? Well, that's only when the website generally doesn't work for what I need. For example, the CRM program I use, it looks terrible on a mobile phone. Even the mobile version of it looks terrible. The app has been created to give me a cut down version of the CRM and display things slightly different. Well, very differently. That's where I would use the app. But I wouldn't necessarily have installed that unless I had to. So when you decide to install an app, make it a decision, make it an informed decision. Don't just say, oh, they've got an app, we should install the app. Is the app genuinely making things easier for you, or is the app there to make it easier for them to know more about you and track what you're doing? I'm going to cover a little bit more of this on Friday. I'm going to get into the security implications of it. But right now, the mindset change that you can take on this is have a good browser on your phone. Brave comes in all sorts of flavors. Firefox comes in all sorts of flavors. I believe DuckDuckGo has a mobile app or a mobile version. Excuse me. Use those. Try those first. If they work, start deleting the apps off your phone, start clearing your caches, start clearing your storage data for them, and be more secure, be more private. Stop sharing data that you don't need to share. What do you guys think? Does that make sense to you, or is it all just too hard? I'd love to know what you're thinking. Leave comments wherever you're watching or listening to this episode. If it was useful, interesting, helpful, whichever way that goes, consider giving the episode a like, hitting the like button here somewhere, and sharing it with a friend who needs to know this sort of stuff. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do up here somewhere and hit the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. And if you need any help, if you want to just go through some of these things and get your head clear on it, or you need help with your tech, that's what I do. I'm a tech wrangler. I help small businesses manage their tech so they can do what they do best, which is run their businesses and do whatever they're in business to do. You can find out more about that by going to askcharlyleetham.com. You can book a free 30-minute breakthrough session by hitting the bright pink button that's on the top right-hand corner. If you have already used your free breakthrough session and you still want to work with me, that's fantastic. I would love to work with you. Reach out and we will work out which way works best for both of us to work together. That's it for today, guys. I will see you again on Friday to delve more into this specific issue. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.